Our movie starts with Margot Plants and her date Tyler make a trip by boat to Hawthorn, an elite eatery possessed and worked by big-name gourmet specialist Julian Slowik, situated on a confidential island. Different visitors going to the supper are Lillian, a food pundit, her proofreader Ted, well-off couple Richard and Anne, George, a post-prime celebrity, and his own associate Felicity, and colleague Soren, Dave, and Bryce, alongside Julian's alcoholic mother. The gathering is given a visit through the island by the eatery maître d'hôtel, Elsa, who takes note of that Margot was not Tyler's assigned visitor for the night. Supper starts, and Julian presents a progression of courses, conveying progressively disrupting speeches about every feast. As the night goes on, privileged insights about every visitor, going from undertakings to illegal tax avoidance, are gradually uncovered in the midst of discourse parodying class partitions, environmental change, male-centric society thwarting ladies' prosperity, and free enterprise double-dealing, as a rule prodded by Julian and the staff's presentations and dinners. During the fourth course, a top assistant chef commits suicide before the visitors, and another staff part removes Richard's ring finger when he attempts to get away. After the fourth course, the eatery's excellent financial backer, and Soren, Dave and Bryce's chief, is suffocated in full perspective on the coffee shops. At different places in the evening, Julian permits visitors to endeavor escape, just to have the staff catch and bring them back. Julian proclaims every one of the visitors were chosen since they either added to him losing his enthusiasm for his specialty or on the grounds that they get by off taking advantage of crafted by craftsmen and laborers like him and his group. He declares that everybody present will be dead before the night's over. Since Margot's presence was spontaneous, Julian secretly gives her the decision of kicking the bucket either with the staff or with the visitors. At the point when Margot wavers, Julian chooses for her, saying he knows his high-class clients from individual assistance industry laborers. It is uncovered that Margot is an escort named Aaron, who has been recruited before by Richard, and who Tyler has employed for the night. Julian uncovers that Tyler was welcomed by and knew up and down that the supper would end with everybody's passing, so he welcomed Margot, realizing beyond any doubt she would bite the dust. Julian embarrasses Tyler further by compelling him to prepare and offending his food, making Tyler commit suicide in a storeroom. Julian requests that Margot gather a barrel required for dessert. Margot slips into Julian's home, just to be gone after by Elsa. Margot kills Elsa justifiably by cutting her in the neck. In the wake of seeing news cutouts of Julian's previous existence in his office, Margot tracks down a radio, calls for help and gets back to the cafe with the barrel. A coast gatekeeper official shows up from his boat, then, at that point, uncovers himself to be a line cook in camouflage and gets back to the kitchen. Margot derides Julian's dishes and gripes that she is as yet eager. At the point when Julian asks what she might want to eat, Margot demands a cheeseburger and fries, having recently seen a photograph of a more youthful, more joyful Julian working at a drive-through joint. Moved by her basic solicitation, he readies the feast to her determinations. Margot takes a chomp and acclaims his food, then, at that point, inquires as to whether she can get it to go. Julian packs the nourishment for her, and he and the staff permit her to leave. Margot takes the coast gatekeeper boat moored close by and gets away from the island. The pastry is a raised s'mores dish. The staff cover the floor with squashed graham wafers and enhance the visitors with little capes made of marshmallows and caps made of chocolate. Julian then sets the cafe burning, exploding the barrel and killing the visitors, staff, and himself as Margot watches from the boat and unloads her cheeseburger to go. Thank you for watching and see you again in another movie.